Hello Manchester United fans. Welcome to our latest Manchester United transfer news update. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exclusive Manchester United transfer news. After talks, Man United ready to agree £49.8 million signing. It's too early to call the chickens home to roost, but it is time for a mini party at Manchester United. The 4-0 win over Everton was easily the Red Devils' best performance in a long time, and Ruben Amorim will want to build on the same. Midweek, Amorim faces his biggest test yet, as the Manchester United manager, with Arsenal on the horizon, and it is not going to be a game that is easy by any stretch of the imagination. The Portuguese tactician will have to conjure a plan for the same. Off the field, the club will surely be planning transfers for the future, and apparently, as per Ebola, via Sport Witness, Man United have already held talks over the signing of Sporting CP teenage sensation Giovanni Quinda. The report claims that the Old Trafford outfit are now ready to pay £49.8 million to try and sign the youngster who has been called up to the senior Portugal squad already. Playing a wing-back on the right side, he can have a great influence at Old Trafford. The current Manchester United squad has a number of players trying to adapt to a new position to fit into Ruben Amorim's tactical system. Thus, it comes as no surprise that the team is being linked with players who can come in from Sporting CP. Looking at the squad, one would assume that United need a left wing-back more than they need a right wing-back, but Amorim has shown in his short stint that he prefers to have Diogo Dalot on the left side rather than the right. Thus, it remains to be seen if Man United make a concrete effort to sign Quinda, and let's wait and see how things go going forward. Only time will tell how it pans out. Manchester United serious transfer interest in elite European forward as Ruben Amorim seeks reinforcements. Manchester United reportedly sent scouts to watch Eintracht Frankfurt forward Omar Marmoush on Thursday, as the club scour the transfer market for offensive reinforcements. Ruben Amorim won his first Premier League game on Sunday after as his Red Devils side ran out 4-0 winners against a hapless Everton side, with the likes of Amad Diallo, Marcus Rashford and Joshua Zirkzee impressing. However, despite scoring 4 times, the club's tally of 17 league goals is bettered by 11 teams in the division, and is also matched by West Ham United. The victory means United are now 9th in the table with 19 points. And while the club have undeniably had a poor start to the season, it should be noted that they are just 4 points behind 4th place Brighton and Hove Albion. The Mirror report that the club are willing to back Amorim in the upcoming transfer windows, and that Marmoush is now of serious interest despite his price tag of £60 million. Eintracht Frankfurt are second in the Bundesliga with 26 points, just 4 fewer than first place Bayern Munich. And the Eagles have been dragged to this promising position thanks to the brilliance of Omar Marmoush. Primarily deployed on the left of attack, the Egyptian has enjoyed a remarkable season to date, scoring 17 times and producing 11 assists in 19 games for his club in 2024-25. Perhaps most impressive has been the fact that Marmoush has demonstrated a great variety of finishes and passes this season, with the forward becoming the first player in Europe's Big Five leagues to score a direct free kick in 3 consecutive competitive matches since Lionel Messi in 2019. His contributions in the final third include 2 goals in his side's outing against Heidenheim on Sunday, as well as a goal and an assist against Midtjylland in the Europa League on Thursday. The forward has also proven his versatility in a number of positions this campaign, given he has operated in wide areas and in more central positions, but he has continued to perform at an incredible level regardless of his designated role. While Amorim has only taken charge of 2 United games, it is clear to see that Marmoush would fit well on the left side of attack in his front 3. At Sporting, Amorim tended to deploy 2 supportive players behind a central striker, a more creative number 10 and a more direct outlet, and this has proven to be the case at Old Trafford. Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford started behind Zirkzee against Everton, and it is easy to see how Marmoush would fulfill either role behind United's striker. However, he could also potentially play centrally ahead of the likes of Fernandes and Rashford as a false 9, and given Zirkzee played this role to great effect on Sunday, it seems that the Red Devils could use a player of Marmoush's skill set. New boss Amorim will certainly want to take the time to assess his squad before making any major signings, but the Eintracht Frankfurt forward would undoubtedly represent a quality addition to the team. 103 touches, 96% passing, for recoveries, £42 million. United stars playing his best football under Amorim, but he won't face Arsenal. Manchester United closed the gap on the Champions League places to 4 points following a 4-0 Premier League win over Everton at Old Trafford on Sunday. The Red Devils had a slow start to the game, and the Toffees were the better side in the first 30 minutes. Despite this, they could not open the scoring. United eventually broke the deadlock in the 34th minute through Marcus Rashford. His shot on target took a huge deflection off Jared Branthwaite. Joshua Zirkzee doubled United's advantage before the break. Rashford and Zirkzee added to their tally to secure a resounding 4-0 win over the Toffees. Amad Diallo was undoubtedly the standout performer, but Lisandro Martinez had an equally good outing from the left side of the back three. The Argentine ace has impressed from his new defensive role. He was brilliant with his distribution and also made multiple clearances in the game. Over 90 minutes, Martinez had 103 touches. He completed 89 out of 93 passes with an accuracy of 96%. He also made 5 clearances and 4 recoveries. Despite the positives, the £42 million rated star won't be eligible to face Arsenal on Wednesday night. He picked up an unfortunate yellow card in the second half against Everton. It was his 5th booking of the top-flight campaign, which warrants a one-match suspension. His absence should provide extra minutes for Luke Shaw. The Englishman has trained as the left centre-back under Amorim since his return from injury last month. Aside from Martinez, United will be without Kobbie Mainoo after he accumulated 5 yellow cards too. Manuel Ugarte could line up alongside Casemiro in centre of the park against Arsenal on the road. If Amorim opts to start Mason Mount or Alejandro Garnacho in attack, Bruno Fernandes could replace Casemiro. Marcus Rashford and Joshua Zirkzee shine, but 71-touch Man United star voted man of the match versus Everton. Marcus Rashford and Joshua Zirkzee scored twice to give Ruben Amorim his first Premier League victory. Manchester United put on an emphatic display at Old Trafford on Sunday afternoon to beat Everton 4-0. For the first time under Ruben Amorim, it took the Red Devils more than 2 minutes to open the scoring, with Marcus Rashford breaking the deadlock just after the half-hour mark following a well-worked set-piece routine. Joshua Zirkzee then ended his scoring drought after pouncing on a mistake by United transfer target Jared Branthwaite. They both doubled their goal tallies after the break, and both were assisted by teammate Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo stars for Man United versus Everton. Amorim made 6 changes to the starting lineup that beat Bodo/Glimt midweek, with Amad returning to the right wing-back position. Amad has now picked up 4 assists in his last 4 games after setting up Rashford and Zirkzee against the Toffees. Rashford and Zirkzee will hog the headlines after their goal-scoring displays, but a closer look at Amad's match stats shows just how impressive he was. Amad created multiple chances with his relentless pressing, which will please Amorim and his staff. But he was also composed on the ball, and was a chance-creating machine. Man United fans have their say on Amad Diallo. United fans were blown away by Amad's display against Everton, with the 22-year-old continuing the great run of form that started under Ruud van Nistelrooy. Despite the fantastic goal-scoring displays of Rashford and Zirkzee, United fans were unanimous in their man of the match vote. Amad was crowned man of the match with a staggering 70% of the vote after the full-time whistle. Rashford was second with 14% of the vote. Amorim insisted his players still have plenty of space to improve and continue learning his system, but Amad has made a fantastic start under the new United boss. Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford netted twice in a 4-0 victory over Everton at Old Trafford. The first 2 games of Ruben Amorim's tenure were testing ones for Marcus Rashford. While he scored after 2 minutes against Ipswich, he struggled afterwards, with his off-ball work substandard. In midweek he looked like a spare part with Rasmus Højlund leading the line, but against Everton, everything clicked together. Rashford scored 2 goals, 1 in each half, and was unlucky not to get a chance to score a hat-trick when he was felled in the penalty box in stoppage time. Marcus Rashford has now scored 3 goals in 3 games under Ruben Amorim. He had only netted 4 all season previously. Rashford's 7 goals for the season is second only to Alejandro Garnacho, 8, providing you count the Argentine's goal in the Community Shield. It was not just Rashford's goals that impressed, however. The draw with Ipswich showed last week that he needs more than that. Rashford's whole performance was excellent, and this was picked out by MUTV co-commentator, former player Mickey Thomas. Thomas told the channel, "His work ethic has been outstanding this afternoon, he's really worked hard." And that is exactly what Manchester United fans and managers want to see, irrespective of his goals. They were simply the bonus, and perhaps the reward of his endeavor. Amorim on Rashford. Head coach Ruben Amorim discussed Marcus Rashford in his post-game interviews, speaking to Sky Sports. Amorim told the channel that he still wants more from Rashford, commenting, "There is so much to improve. He can do so much better. We all have to improve. But it was a great job from the players." And that's right, Rashford can't assume after one game that he has cracked it, and he won't. There is always a new challenge around the corner. But it was encouraging to see him play with the enthusiasm Amorim has demanded from him, and this was a step in the right direction. Some of the credit could go to Joshua Zirkzee too. The Dutchman's movement provided space for Rashford to exploit, and while Rasmus Højlund clearly has a big part to play too, the partnership that started against Everton is one to watch. Thanks for watching.